Hi, this is Lucy Hutchison, and this is my week 2 project for MDF1. I'm going to talk about the code and just what I did for this project. So, we were tasked with doing a different app with three different views from our UI tab bar controller, and so and as well as using the navigation controller on one of them. One of them would be a tab view, and the last one would be a freeform UI. So this is a little bit of my code as far as as far as the way it's being set up. And so so here's my UI view controller 1, my UI nav controller, which is where I'm using the navigation controller for my view 1, and then we have 2 and 3, and then here's where the tab bar controller is, and you can see the first view is using nav controller instead of view controller. The second one is the table view, and the third one is the freeform. So going to the first view, it might be easier maybe if I just show the simulator. But the first view is the one that has a nav controller, and so we'll take a look at the app. And so here is where we have my button that will send us to, it will load a new view, which over here you can see it's called more view controller. And actually from within this child, I have another button to push on another view called the contact view controller onto this stack. So we can go back using the nav controller, or if we're down here we can just click home and that'll pop us straight back to the original parent, the first view controller. Clients, this is my table view, where you can click and it will open up more detail, a more detailed view. It's called detail view controller here. When we close it out, we just go back to the second one. So these all just click into more data. And then the third tab bar is my freeform UI. So I used a segment control just to switch out the three. So you have my web, print, and identity services. So this is kind of an app geared towards me because you have information about me, a couple information, my contact info, the different clients that I have had over the couple years while I was doing web and graphic design, and then just the different services that I had offered. And so that's the app, complete with the icon, and the splash page actually looks just like this background. And so if we look at the code for this, for my first view controller, I just set the background and stuff there. But my push view, and this is where I'm loading the more view controller, which is this guy here, to get it to pop open. And so this is the one that we were looking at. And so if you were to click on view contact, that would actually load another one, and that on click is right here. And so you can see it pushes another view onto this view stack, which is the contact view. And so that's just a little, you can see the child and then the child from that one. For the second view controller, this one is just a table view, so you can see here's my data arrays, my data arrays that's being pulled, and then the just setting up the table view, and setting up just the other details, and linking up to the detail view controller when you select on one of the cells. And the third one, which is the freeform, using the segment controller. And so I just did a simple if selected and x equals 0, well then we'll populate my text view with the different services for web, the different services for print, and the different services for identity. So just a simple a simple little app for that project. What I think I could have done better, I'm not sure. I mean, I can always do things better. I can always either tighten up the code or make it cleaner. One thing I did have to be concerned about was that when this was running on not the Retina 4-inch but the Retina 3.5-inch or even just the regular iPhone, is that it would get squished, and so I had to be careful about even just the placement where it wouldn't be hidden and wouldn't overlap. So here it looks just fine. So that was just some consideration that I had to consider, and I think that if I had taken more time to, you know, really do my homework as far as the different sizes and the best placement for UI type things when it went through different screen sizes, and that's something that I definitely could do better. So well, that's all I have for this project. This one was a lot of fun for me, and I'm looking forward to the next one.